insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my...
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. He had a week off last week. Now ready to get moving again after the bye. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's week 12 of the NFL. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Raiders at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Got his man complete. Moore. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
All start.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
They'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Running right through him. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over the defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Dances by him.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin in the Mile High City, an AFC West matchup between the LA Chargers and Denver. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, a dynamite performance. Over 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. A touchdown pass there for Davis Mills. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Back to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Carlson able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he could have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of pulling him out and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open, here is Crowder.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Outright and brought in by Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another third and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So with a fourth and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go with the option, coming right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Now it's Crowder. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Travis Kelsey. It's looking number 6.
From the 29, Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now here come the Raiders.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 3. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Jacobs again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now here's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, now what? How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw.
Gets this to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions of just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Crowder's got it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
Remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas,
they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.